Is the Redwall book series by Brian Jacques the most original modern fantasy? I'm a huge fan of the Redwall series by Brian Jacques, so I am a little biased. I want to mention that first off. Also, please come check out my channel to talk about to see more about Redwall. I have reviewed all 22 books of the series, so please come check out a talk about. This idea is something I've been thinking of lately. The world of Redwall is a great adventure, hugely submersive, and you really feel like you are there within the pages of the books. The world of Redwall is technically like our world on Earth in many ways. It has similar vegetation and creatures, the animals, the birds that are there, and many of the way these creatures work is in some ways very similar to this world. It is also not very much like our world. Mice speak, though maybe it's a way of speaking to each other that we don't understand. And they wield swords, which is something that they don't do in our world. They also build a big sandstone castle, and the badgers and hares make a huge mountain livable. Creatures are like humans in a way, though they are also very much like the different animals or birds, mimicking the way they are. So they are both very human and very animal or bird-like. I know there are other books with creatures as the main characters, like Poppy or Watership Down, that I've read, but those seem like creatures talk to each other in our natural world, though fiction and not quite like our world. Redwall is definitely fantasy, and the creatures are a lot like humans. Though they are very different sizes from each other, like animals would be in a way, though they aren't 100% accurate. Like a cat to a mouse isn't exactly like our world's version of that. There are things like the Great Path near Redwall going through Mouseflower Forest and other areas that hints at maybe not being made by these creatures, maybe by humans in this world. And there are other things in especially the first book, Redwall, that hint at our human-like world. But that changes as the books go on, the series goes on, and the second and the third book and beyond, and the rest of the 22 books. And so that really does change, and you do feel like you're further away from the human world compared to the first book. I just don't see the books of Redwall, following any other book before it to a great extent, like fairy tales or folklore or other books. It's a medieval setting in a creature world that makes you feel close to places like Redwall Abbey or Mossflower Country, or even the sea. When creatures go sailing in ships or small boats on the sea, you really feel like you are there and close to these creatures. The creatures talk differently and uniquely, very much in some sense like certain animals. And they have their own ways of talking different, like moles have mole speech, and you really kind of feel like they are moles. They are scared of heights, and they like the ground a lot. And so I love how the author takes these certain things from these creatures and really adds character and world building through this. And I have not seen this so much. Yes, there are in other books. There are books like Watership Down, or Poppy. But these books aren't very closely related to the Redwall books. The way they use these things and how their speech are very different from each other. The speech these creatures have is very different from each other. If the books of the Redwall series aren't the most original books out there, I don't know of any other books that are as original. And I do like many other books in the fantasy genre and other forms of fiction. Redwall is just very unique. It isn't the start of modern fantasy or what others seem to go by, though I think there is a lot to learn from the Redwall books. It may borrow a little from medieval history or animal-type books, but it is its own fantasy. No one is quite like Redwall, and maybe never will be. Thanks for watching this video. I enjoyed making it. If you liked it, please come check out my channel to talk about for more. I hope to see you next time.